Jehovah's Witnesses believe that when you die, say if you die now, that's it. There's lights out, dandelion fertilizer. There's no consciousness, there's no afterlife, you don't go anywhere other than God's memory. And so their belief is that a time will come after Armageddon when the world is cleansed of all the evil influences, and when paradise is restored on the earth, then all the dead people will be resurrected, and they'll come back on the earth as physical human beings. So nobody goes up into the sky as a floating on clouds. It's all, the here and now. And then all the dead people will be given a choice. They'll be shown, well, here's God's purpose. Here's this paradise, and here's how you have to live by if you want to be in this, live forever in this paradise. And everyone will be given a choice. And those who decide, yes, I'll do it, well, and that's their life. And those who say, no, I don't want to do it, then they'll cease to exist. So Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in hell, or fiery hell where people who don't follow God, now they're going to be tormented forever. So people who don't follow God, they'll just simply cease to exist and won't know the difference. So that's how they view what's going to happen to humankind. Now Jehovah's Witnesses do believe that a specific number of people, humans, will go to heaven, 144,000, that's in the book of Revelation, and they believe that this 144,000 are select humans that only God has decided since the first century. So it's anyone who's lived since Jesus lived in the last 2,000 years. Anyone of the billions of people, 144,000 will be called to heaven as God's helpers. They'll help kind of run this kingdom which will be on the earth. And what's interesting is that, and this is the belief that 144,000 humans will go to heaven is something that witnesses are criticized for, and a large misconception, because Jehovah's Witnesses don't want to go to heaven. They have no desire to go to heaven. There's 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses right now, and only 144,000 they believe go to heaven. So what's the incentive to be a Jehovah's Witness if the end-all be-all is to go to heaven? So Christians who are looking at Jehovah's Witnesses need to understand that they're coming at it from a different angle than most other Christians. Witnesses don't see heaven as a desirable place. They feel that living on the physical earth, flesh and blood, this is how humans were designed to live, but they need to live it in a more perfect way, meaning no sickness, no death, no aging, no war, no pollution, no famine, a utopia. So when someone becomes a Jehovah's Witness, those 7 million people, they're all looking forward to a time they can just live right here on the earth without any of the problems that we have. And as for the people who are called, called to duty to go to heaven, it's just that, a duty. So it's not like Jehovah's Witnesses are angling for it or want it, And it's interesting also that there is no list. Jehovah's Witnesses don't keep a list of the complete 144,000. And of the 7 million Jehovah's Witnesses currently, only about 6,000 claim to be on that list. So again, you would think 6.9 million people would be saying, I'm on the list, but they don't. So it's just a completely different way to look at it. The witnesses looked for their future on the earth, whereas most Christians looked for their future in some other afterlife.